Hello everyone. I'm here today to do my PowerPoint on Ratatouille. Thank you so much for joining. So as you can see before we get into it, well firstly, yes, once again, thank you so much for being here. And secondly, I got dressed for the occasion, so Penny suggested I wear this beret for the French vibes. So that's what I did, and I also have this coat. I feel like it's like the Paris vibes. So yes, let's get into it, shall we? So this will be a review, a character analysis, and more. Obviously, I'm by Chloe Me. I actually spent all day working on this, so I'm very excited. Please don't start yet. I'm seeing an ad. Okay, let's all take a little water break because this is a serious matter. And we're in, well, everyone watching is in for a wild ride. So get your water, get your tea. Okay, so very exciting. Let's get into it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Ratatouille, Ratatouille was released in 2007. And it is an animation adventure comedy. There is one genre missing from this that I will get into later, but I think there's a genre missing in this description. But this is the official IMDb description of the movie. So the synopsis. A rat who can cook makes an unusual alliance with a young kitchen worker at a famous Paris restaurant. Now, if we could get a quick poll in the chat, Kevin, for who has seen this movie and who hasn't. I'm assuming most of you have seen it. But yeah, let's just get a quick poll of that going if that's possible. Irish Reader _ Should we take notes? Feel free to take notes. There will be multiple note-taking opportunities. There's also going to be lots of opportunities for group discussions. So this is a very collaborative PowerPoint. Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you so much for being here once again. Okay, have we seen Ratatouille? Thank you so much, Kevin, for that poll in the chat. So at the moment, 90% have said yes. 91. Oh, 90. Yes, no one has seen the PowerPoint. I was on FaceTime with Kevin earlier. And, you know, I was like, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. And Penny and Will, Penny's boyfriend, they came in and I was like, don't even try to look at the spoilers. They saw like a few slides, but it's fine. It was just a few. So, okay. It seems like most people have seen Ratatouille, so that's actually good. Obviously, if you haven't, you can still participate and just enjoy the vibes. But if you have seen it, obviously, you can give some of your thoughts. So, yes, okay, let's get into it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with why I'm doing this, I'm going to give you a quick timeline of events. So, life before Ratatouille. Bliss. That's how I think of life before Ratatouille. You know, I didn't feel like I was missing anything in my life, not having seen Ratatouille. There was also judgments. So when people said, oh, I'm going to watch Ratatouille or I love Ratatouille, I did laugh, not going to lie. Because, you know, it isn't something that appeals to me. A movie about a rat. I've also written rat hater. So I am a rat hater. So, you know, watching a movie about a rat as the main character, it just didn't excite me. And I'm sure a lot of people are rat haters. Like, are we a rat stan? Maybe we should get a poll going. Are we rat stans in this household? Also nice to see that 93% is the final poll result for Have We Seen Ratatouille? Please don't... Yes, Penny has experienced that. When we were deciding on what movie we wanted to watch, she once said, oh, how about Ratatouille? And I was like... And yeah, apparently Penny's a really big Ratatouille stan, which I actually didn't know until recently. Are we up? Okay, let's clarify if anyone who's literally just joining that we're talking about our word rat. Just to absolutely clarify. Risky poll title, Kevin. Because the other R slur, obviously not a stan, but our word rat. I don't know why Kevin says is like, why is rat a bad word? I don't think rat's a bad word. Wait, oh my gosh, I accidentally clicked yes. I meant to click no. Sorry. Anyway, interesting results. And also, I really want you guys to tell the truth. Like, really tell the truth. If a rat was in your room right now, would you be excited about it? Would you be excited about it? Because I don't think many people would. No, exactly. If it's Remy, yes, interesting. I actually have not tried the dish ratatouille. And to be honest, I don't really have the desire to. I've seen what it looks like. It doesn't look that exciting to me. Pet rat, yes, interesting. I do know some people had pet rats, I think. Like in primary school, I remember some people had some pet rats and I was always like, interesting. Thank you, Aurelia, for the hydrate. That's actually very important right now. Oh my gosh, kitty. Honestly, mouse or mice, kind of cute. Rats. Currently have a rat living in my shed. Gemma, interesting. Okay, we'll get into all the Remy, thoughts soon. Okay, interesting. 60% yes. Now, that is probably lower than what Kevin hoped for. So, and I also feel like, no offense, some people are lying with that yes. Please proceed. Okay. So, the next time, after Life Before Ratatouille came Disney Dreamlight Valley. If you haven't seen, I've been streaming Disney Dreamlight Valley and absolutely love it. So I met Remy, and that's when I publicly revealed I hadn't seen Ratatouille, and I made jokes about stepping on Remy. Some people were not impressed by my jokes, especially Kevin. So basically, it resulted in angry citizens, especially Kevin. And now there's life after Ratatouille. It's time for me to apologize and speak my truth after finally watching it for the first time. I wrote notes watching the movie and obviously spent time making this PowerPoint to fully talk about my thoughts. So I'm excited to reveal them to you. Dark times. Yes, I did make jokes because Remy's so small and like a lot of the time I couldn't see him. So anyway, I didn't say, I want to clarify, and I never said I wanted to step on him. I just said I could easily step on him because I can barely see him because he's so little on the floor. Okay, so now I know you're curious. Do I hate Remy? Did I like the movie? All your questions will be answered. Now, first I just want to take this time to ask, what do you think? Do you think that after watching the movie, I'm a Remy stan? Do you think that I love the movie? Do you think it's maybe my new even favorite Pixar movie? I want to know what everyone's thinking right now. I'm really, really curious. I would hope so, but I'm scared. Maybe we can even get a poll going, Kevin, if that's possible. I'd really appreciate that. I think you still hate rats but liked the movie. I think you enjoyed the movie but still not a Remy stan. Nah, he's trash. Interesting, Melanie. Is that your opinion or you think that's going to be my opinion? Honestly, with your track record, this could go either way. That's very interesting. I want to know why you say that. I'm hoping for character growth. I was already ahead of you with the poll. Love it, Kevin. Love it. Now, I revealed my truth in the poll, but I will not reveal it now. But interesting results. No, She's Still a Hater is currently in the lead. But very interesting. Penny says, I think you went into it with high expectations, but we're disappointed. That's interesting. Obviously, I won't reveal if that's true yet, but I will say, yes, my expectations were quite high because everyone was saying, like, wow. And a lot of people actually said it's their favorite Pixar movie, which was shocking to me. Oh, Marsha, not that. I hope your internet. I'm trying to give you some good internet vibes. Oh, Melanie, your opinion. Interesting. We've got a Remy hater in the chat. Diego! Thank you so much for the 18 months. Oh, you've revealed Remy is a legend. See, I'm just currently talking about what people think will be my opinion. The song in the movie brings me so much joy. I think Ratatouille is a well-crafted... Okay, sorry. Let's just give emphasis to this. Mushroom Aries says, I think Ratatouille is a well-crafted movie, but I have no personal connection to it, unlike other Disney films. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think, in the end, a rat is hard to love even if he's blue. Interesting, small chook. We have a Chloe sympathizer in the chat. Yes, Melanie. It's a fun time, but not a true fact. Okay, so the poll results are in, guys. The poll results are in. Is Chloe now a Remy stan? 17 votes for yes. 16 votes, so that's... Oh, yeah, that's a really close poll. No, She's Still a Hater. And 12 votes for she's indifferent. Very interesting. Now, before we get into my thoughts, I actually quickly wanted to talk about why people love Ratatouille, because I just think it's interesting. So why do people love Ratatouille? I asked people for their thoughts. So this is from Penny. I love the message of the movie because it's telling us that anyone can achieve their dreams no matter where they come from. Now, obviously, if you want to talk about why you love the movie, now's the time. Why did I use this photo of him? The answer to your question, Kevin, is comedy. Now, this is from Will, Penny's boyfriend. Penny and Will are actually downstairs. I think they're watching right now. So, Will says, first of all, the music is stunning. Of course, we've got the beautiful setting of Paris with some lovely night shots and lighting. Some real cozy vibes in Linguini's apartment. And I understand that rats cooking food is a bit gross, but the message is so cute. Like, don't judge what someone can do based on where they've come from or what they look like. Especially in Ego's review when he's talking about finally understanding that greatness can come from anywhere. Now, this is from Kevin. We obviously have Kevin in the chat, Irish Reader _ And Kevin is the one who really made me, watch Ratatouille. Kevin. Okay. I love Ratatouille for multiple reasons. One being the stunning quotes in it about how you can be the one who changes the world, how anyone can cook, how you shouldn't let your insecurities stop you from doing what you want to do in life, e.g. Remy being small, but he's still a chef. It's interesting, Penny. Okay, Penny says that this pic is cute of Remy. I personally think it's quite funny. And when I was looking for Remy photos, I couldn't resist with this one. Oh my goodness. 1 second, guys. I really apologize for this. One second. Let me just put that over there right now because you couldn't see the top bit. Okay. Apologies. Oh my god. The webcam needs to be muted. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed. This is so unprofessional. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get back into it. Now, let's quickly, I'm just going to quickly read the chat. A bit suspicious, interesting. This is why, Jamie Lauren says, this is why I love the movie, because it also shows you people should give people a chance no matter how they look. Do we know if Remy is a descendant of the rats that caused the bubonic plague? No joke, this PowerPoint is so well done. Thank you very much, Junta. I really appreciate that. The unprofessionalism, I know, I'm really sorry about that. Let's just ignore that moment that just happened. Kitty, should Remy be held responsible for his ancestors' mistakes? Interesting. Okay, Diogo says what we have to understand is that Remy is a Paris rat with the sparkles, not a New York rat. Random question, did you try cheese and strawberries like Remy after watching the movie? I did not, but I would be curious. I'd be curious. Yes, I have experienced New York rats, and I will say I'm a hater. Sorry, like, ew. Okay, so now let's get into why do people love Remy. Once again, I asked lots of people. So I asked some people in real life. I asked some people on Discord. So Claude from Discord says, Remy gagged when rats don't have a gag reflex because that's how bad Linguini's food was. He got Linguini a smooch. I love anyone who's passionate about things and isn't afraid to work for what they want, even if everyone and everything is against them. He survived his daddy issues. Self-taught and a self-starter. Skinny and scrawny rep. Now, this is from Kevin. He has highly developed senses and saved his dad from rat poison. When he felt he was being used by Linguini, while Linguini got all the praise and attention, Remy didn't stay quiet. He stood up for himself. Remy somehow knows how to make a red soup white. A true magician. King of the crevices. This is Kevin's direct quote from when we watched it together on FaceTime. Now, this is Kevin's long answer. He's so caring, tries to do the right thing all the time and puts others before himself, his journey and all the turmoil he went through to get to where he is now. He doesn't let his height define him, his passion for cooking, his passion for life. Remy is like a sleep paralysis demon. I love how I'm reading all these cute quotes about people who love Remy and then I just read that. King of the crevices. Now, this is interesting. I had to put this in here because when I was looking at, why do people love Ratatouille? I couldn't help think, why would people hate Ratatouille? And I had to look it up on Letterboxd, so I have some Letterboxd reviews for you. So this is not my opinion, of course. I just thought it would be interesting to share this information. Okay, so this is half a star. Absolutely terrifying, possibly the scariest film I've ever seen. That rat was hideous and a health and safety hazard. Didn't watch tonight, but I wanted to say fucked up. Fucked up and evil. Half star once again. I think these are all half stars, actually. Stupid rat. I hate you, stupid rat. I hate rats and chefs. Do not recommend. Contains violence. Lots of violence. Do not show this rat propaganda to children. Rakakuni better. Worst movie ever. Scared me to death as a child. That is actually interesting. I didn't think about what I would have thought about this if I watched this as a child. Interesting. This sounds more Remy hate than the movie. See, that's the thing. I feel like you need to really get on board with the Remy love to love the movie because obviously he's the main character. This stream needs trigger warnings. The Remy slander is too much. I'm sorry. I should have warned you all. I apologize. Normalize being wrong. Okay. Time to move on. Oh, sorry. One more review. I had to put this in because I thought this was quite funny. Half a star. Awesome, but not worth a star. Now, I found this very interesting because if it's awesome, why is it half a star? There's a lot to unpack there. And I don't have the answers. If you have the answers, please let me know. But that was a very interesting review, I thought. The people hating on Remy are just mad and jealous that they can't boil an egg and this rat can cook amazing dishes. Interesting. No, actually, Kevin, if we could get one more poll in the chat. What would everyone rate this movie out of 5? Oh, you have a Remy plush. Interesting. Now, this is a very interesting point from Diogo. Would you prefer to work in a kitchen that was run by Ratatouille or Gordon Ramsay? Food for thought. No evidence charge, permission to revoke statements from court. Okay, we've got the poll going. What would you rate the movie? I'll be interested to see if there are any 1 stars. I'm not going to vote because I don't want to reveal my rating. Okay, so we've got 22 votes for 5 stars right now. 27. Wow, it's going up quickly. 29. Wow. 32. Wow. This is okay, we've got some shocking results here. 2 stars, 1 person voted 2 stars. 2 people voted 1 star. Show yourself. That's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. Wait, sorry, 2 votes for 2 stars. The knife. Okay, wow, yes. 44 votes for 5 stars. Very interesting. I really wasn't expecting that. Okay, I think we should move on. It's time to reveal my thoughts. Ratatouille is a horror movie. I'm really not kidding with this. As soon as I watched the movie, this was my thoughts. Okay, so just bear with me. Example 1. I have a few examples to prove why I think it's a horror movie. Example 1, the opening scene. Ominous panning shot mixed with raining sounds, like it was heavy raining, and gunshots. And this, the opening scene really sets a tone for the film. So the fact that this is what it opened with. Now, if you forgot what the opening is, I will show you. Look at this. What the hell is this? What the hell's that about? One more time. What's this ominous panning shot into the house? What is that about? Like, that's the opening. Exactly, it's a jump scare. It is the opening to a horror movie. Objection, Gemma? Okay, let's hear your objection. Okay, thank you for agreeing. It's the stuff of nightmares. Rain is not scary, but it is obviously used as a device in horror films a lot to create more of that scary, sinister ambience. Kevin, it shows us him being girl boss and securing the cookbook. Now, I just want to quickly clarify. Exactly, Miley. I do love horror. So this isn't me saying that... This is actually just my current thoughts on the movie in general, but this isn't to say that I didn't like this aspect, because I love horror. But I just thought this was an interesting point that I had to talk about. So this isn't slander. I just thought it was very interesting. And I feel like not enough people are talking about the fact that Ratatouille is a horror movie. Also, I apologize once again. I need to get rid of this. Exactly. I am a horror stan. Rats should be treated better. Interesting. Apologies. So unprofessional. Oh my god, apologies. Hypocrite, Your Honor. Keep the energy for all Disney movies. Yeah, I guess... But I just feel like this is particularly horrifying, you know? It imitates real life, which is horror in of itself. I definitely think this aspect makes you feel more emotionally invested. See, I actually agree with this. Like, it's definitely a good opening, I would say, because it's not the tone I was expecting. And I was definitely like, oh, so, you know, I was a fan. That's what I'll say. Oh, sorry. Now, example 2. This is, I will say, slander. So this is the bad side of horror. Example 2 is exposing me to new fears. I now have a fear of a huge rat family falling from the ceiling. Like, sorry. As soon as I saw that scene, Kevin was like, new fear unlocked. And I was like, yeah, new fear unlocked. Like, who wants that to happen to them? I don't think anyone would want that to happen to them. And if you are saying you would be happy with that, I know you're lying. Thank you for saying this fear is valid. Okay, Diogo, I will take a quick break to respond to your question, but audience questions will be reserved for the end. No kidding. How long did it take for me to make this PowerPoint? I spent all day working on this. I wasn't planning to spend this long, but I just got so into it, and then here we are. So I just wanted to show you the scene in case you forgot. It's coming. Like, if that happened to me, traumatizing. Absolutely traumatizing. Surely this scene is the hag's fault. But, yes, I guess the hag technically reveals the family. But would you be happy, even if the rats didn't fall from your ceiling, would you be happy knowing that that huge rat family is living in your ceiling? Caught. I don't know, they're kind of cute. Interesting. Tell the truth, though. I want to know the truth. Because really picture it. If rats, I don't even know how many there are, like literally over 100 probably. 100 rats falling from your ceiling, would you be like, oh, kind of cute? No, I really highly doubt it. Also, that was Remy's fault for not listening to his family about going near humans. Your Honor, the hag is guilty. They're just minding their business. Interesting. Okay, well, rats, if you're in the chat, please go to Gemma's house, because Gemma's clearly fine with rats being in the house. I would rather not have any rats in my home. People just telling the truth just because you can't accept it doesn't mean they're lying. I mean, if that's your truth, okay, cool, that's your truth. Okay, I accept your truth, and I want everyone to live their truth. So it's hard for me to fathom. But if that's your truth, that's your truth. Kitty, yeah, not gonna lie, I do love rats, but I wouldn't want them to fall down. I would be happy with them living their life above me. Interesting. Okay, so it seems like some people would be happy with the rats. Actually, sorry, we need another poll, Kevin. If we could please get a poll for if people would be happy to find out that 100 plus rats were living in the ceiling of their home. And please answer truthfully. If rat family could cook and stuff, would you be like, okay, you guys can say if we split chores? That's interesting. Playing this out loud so you guys get all my rats if you have any. You're gonna have every disease under the sun from them. That's what I'm thinking. I would prefer to be deceased right there and then. If they don't bother me, I'll give them my roof. Okay, thank you. Kevin has put up the poll. Okay, so I will be voting and my vote is no, please God, no. Yes, I'd name them. 1 vote for that. Interesting. Wait, Kevin, I would love to know which one you voted for. We have houses to get away from them. This is society going backwards. I love Smolchuk being the, like, rat auntie in the chat. The no in that poll should be a hell no. Okay, we've got 84 votes for no, please God, no. To the people saying yes, and I don't know if everything's all I had to vote no and speak my truth. I'm proud of you for speaking your truth. Yes, quick break to congratulate Kevin on becoming a Twitch affiliate. How stunning is that? Imagine the rat poo. Disgusting. Oh, really? I'm voting so many times. Okay, so I think it's time to move on. I have one more example. Oh, sorry. Before we move on to the other example, a new fear is also a rat is secretly cooking my meal at a restaurant. Now, I want you guys to tell the truth. Would you be happy if you are at a restaurant and you later on found out your meals were secretly being cooked by a rat? I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that at all. I would be disgusted. I would report the restaurant, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I would do that. Because even, yes, this is the classic, thing that Kevin says to me every time I talk about this. Remy washes his hands every time he cooks. I just feel like a rat washing the hands still doesn't make them that clean. Like, there's something about a rat hand that just doesn't sit right with me. Exactly. He runs on all fours. And I know that Remy, tries to walk on 2 feet. But Ew! Imagine him stirring a soup with his tail. That's a new fear that I've now unlocked with that as well. Because also, I think it might have been Penny, said, what if you found out that Scruffy, my dog, cooked the meal? I still wouldn't like that. Like, I just don't know about an animal cooking my meal. For example, like, I could wash Scruffy's hands, but they still would not be super clean. You know what I mean? Chloe never eats at a restaurant again for fear of the chef being a rat. Many chefs are straight men, and honestly, they're probably not much better. That's a very valid point, Kitty. I didn't think about that. The rat tail stirring. Maybe it did happen in the movie and they just cut it out. Give him proper clothes, I might think about it. See, actually, I could think about it if he was wearing clothes and gloves. He lives in a house like a human and not in the streets and gutters anymore. Okay, that is a good point. I didn't think about that properly. If a human lived like a rat, you wouldn't want them to cook your meal. See, okay, that's a good response. I agree. Now, I will say, he does wear clothes at the end. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no, see, I thought I was on board, but then I just thought about an actual rat again, and I was like, I don't know. He did actually stir with his tail. I was the soup. Okay, how much more sanitary are humans? Sorry, yes. If Remy doesn't want to wear clothes, that is his choice. I'm sorry, Gemma, you're right. It's more just about the sanitary vibes. Like, I would want him to be as clean as possible. Maybe he uses some hair creams to prevent breakage and falling. We don't know. Okay, you're right. But see, there's so much we don't know. Like, maybe he uses function of beauty. Function of Remy. Okay, I think we should just move on. I sense some hostility in the chat, so I think we should just move on. Now, my final example for why I think Ratatouille is a horror movie. The Hag Rat Killer. This hag, who appears in the beginning of the film, she is the epitome of a rat hater. But do we blame her? We have this whole family living in her ceiling. Anyway. She tries to kill Remy's entire family. So once they fall from the ceiling and they leave her house, she follows them after they leave to really make sure they're dead. Terrifying. Diogo, yes, there is a theory that says she's the mother of the food critic. That is a very interesting theory. The hag rat killer Chloe in a couple months' time. Legit though, I lived in a place once with a mouse plague, worst year of my life. Yeah, she's the problem, so what's wrong? No, my point is just saying... My point is that this is really a scary moment, so this adds to the horror. Remy learned the recipe from a cookbook, that's why it reminds him of home. Okay. So, I was shocked. I was not expecting this kind of horror vibe, because no one warned me. So, Kevin and I started watching the movie. And I was suddenly like, what's this? Horror movie. Literal horror movie. And to be honest, if someone told me about that, I think I would have been more inclined to watch it. So why did no one tell me? And why is it not listed as horror on IMDb? How do you think Remy felt being shot at? Yeah. Hag Rat Killer isn't giving horror. Interesting. The way that it was shot, though, was... Okay. Anyway. Now it's time to talk about my review of Ratatouille 2007. So... I really want to do another poll, but I think we've done enough polls to, like, see... I mean, you know, I think I know what people are gonna... I know what people expect. So, anyway. My rating? 3 out of 5 stars. Now, I loved... out with it. I loved the music. I loved the message. I loved the Paris setting. I loved the cooking. And I loved the quotes. Some of my favorite quotes... There's excellence around you, you just need to stop and savor it. You must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. Change is nature, Dad, the part that you can influence, and it starts when we decide. Now, so these are my final thoughts on Ratatouille. Cute and fun, but would not rewatch. Does not change my opinion on rats. You know, I didn't know if it would. And I know that the movie's trying to say, like, humans are the problem, like, you know, the human, like the hag being portrayed as the villain when she was killing all the rats. I'm sorry, I wouldn't kill them, but I would say get the hell out of my house. So I'm still a rat hater, unfortunately. Like, if I see a rat, no thank you. Don't come near me, please. So, you know, I do like Remy. Why you're booing her, she's right. Unsolved, unfollowed. You know, I do like Remy. I do like Remy. Actually, I shouldn't have said that because we're supposed to talk about my thoughts on Remy later. Anyway, it does not change my opinion on rats. A little overrated. A little overrated. I was a bit, like, at the end of the movie, I was kind of like, oh, okay, interesting. I don't know why, you know, it's really loved. Well, I do. Like, obviously, we've talked about why people love it, but I do think it's a little overrated. Now, I will be explaining myself. And I know this is how Remy's face would look if he saw this. And I know this is how a lot of you probably feel right now. Remy's face, you probably have a similar expression. Chloe's over party. Oh no. Okay, so it's an underappreciated gem and you just proved that. Interesting. Okay, so I will be talking about why I think it's overrated. Now, why Ratatouille didn't start for me. This is a very interesting article. Wait, sorry, one second. Penny! Yeah? Sorry, can you please be a bit quiet? Sorry, this is the professional vibes. We don't want any noise in the background. So, this is an article published by Soul in and Injustice. There are more children's books about animals than people of color. How a lack of representation fuels inequality. This is this is a quote from the article. In the USA, publishing data by the Cooperative Children's Book Center shows that in 2018 there were more children's books about animals and other non-human characters than all people of color combined. 27% versus 23%. In contrast, over half of all books included in the study featured white characters. Some minorities are at an even greater disadvantage. The center found that only 1% of books featured Indigenous characters, 5% Latinx characters, and 7% Asian Pacific Islanders. Now, obviously, you might be thinking, okay, this is about books. I couldn't find the research on film, but I'm sure it's even worse, actually. So, my point stands. Penny camera claiming your voice on cut. Let me just take a quick water break. Also, exactly Gemma saying brought out the valid point. Yeah, so basically, like, you know, the fact that it was a rat, like, I get it. It's like the message is like, you know, anyone can cook, but I just don't know why it had to be an animal. And I obviously love animals. I do love animals. But I think, you know, it just would have been a much more effective movie if it was a more, like, a human from an oppressed group. And also, I will say, something I thought about just then. Remy is a man. Typical. Maybe if Remy was, you know, a girl boss rat, like a stunning girl rat, I would be a bit more on board because, like, at least we've got a stunning girly. But rat, Remy, man, not sure. And I think that's ultimately why it didn't hit as hard for me. Because I'm like, yes, I understand the message and I do agree with the message, but was a rat the best way to portray that message? This is very valid points for the movie. Thank you. No, yeah. It's Pixar. Most of their work is anthropomorphic. See, I get it. Like, I understand. I'm just saying this is why it didn't slap for me and why it didn't hit as hard. So now I'm sure you want to know my thoughts on Remy. Yeah, Remy does look a little fruity, actually. Anyway, my thoughts on Remy. Cute. I love that he loves humans, cooking, and reading. He appreciates the little things in life, which I really appreciate. He's passionate, which I really love. Absolute cutie sleeping in the oven mitt. I didn't have time to find the photo from, like, the screenshot from the film, but when he's sleeping in the oven mitt, that is the cutest thing ever. Books with Remy. Ew, look at the tail ready to start. Ew, see, that tail's disgusting. Anyway, so, yeah, cutie. Like, cutie. I'm just not obsessed with them. However, what's this about? What's this about? If you don't know, this is Remy's house in Disney Dreamlight Valley. And I think this also affected my opinion on him because before even knowing him from the movie, I met him in Disney Dreamlight Valley and this was his house. Why the hell does a rat need this absolute mansion? He has the biggest house out of anyone in the village, and this village is starting from the ground up. We don't have a lot of money. Like, we're trying to work as a community to, you know, save the village. So why would Remy be like, oh yeah, I need this absolute mansion for me to live here? It's giving selfish. It's for his whole family. I haven't seen anyone else there. It's literally just him. And, you know, I walk in. When I go into Disney Dreamlight Valley, I walk into the house. I can barely see him. Like, he's so small, obviously. Which I'm not, like, shaming him for being small. But it's just ridiculous. Like, why does he need this? Honestly, is it even four? It could be 4 stories. A 4-story mansion. Why the hell does a rat need that? So I feel like he gives up everything for others in the movie and now he gets something for himself. No, see, okay, I would understand this if it was just like, you know, Ratatouille the sequel and he had this house, like, good on him. But the fact why this annoys me so much is because we're living in Disney Dreamlight Valley where, you know, the village is in shambles. We don't have enough money to, like, we're trying to, like, work together to rebuild the village. So is this really the time to get a mansion? I just don't think so. And it just really rubs me the wrong way, you know? Exactly. I bet he even has a private jet to take him to the corner store, like, to Scrooge McDuck's store. My dumb self thought it was an apartment building. You're not dumb for thinking that. It does look like an apartment building because it's that huge. Remy is bringing in tons of revenue with his restaurant. Okay, valid point, Gemma. But I did all the work to set up that restaurant. And even with the cooking, I haven't seen him cook one meal. I have to cook the meals. So he's just kind of standing there. Like, I guess he's giving us the recipes, like, thank you for that. But I don't know, like, maybe it's, I don't know, I feel like it's giving, he thinks he's all that now. So, yeah, like, I just don't know what this is about. Like, once again, just to clarify, if this was in Ratatouille the sequel and this was some different circumstance, girl boss, like, live your best life in that huge mansion. It's just the fact that it's the village that, and, like, yeah, like, why does he need the biggest house? Maybe he has a girl boss wife. Maybe. I haven't seen anyone else living there. House in Christ for Remy. Okay, so I also wanted to quickly say I want to apologize for my funny jokes about Remy. I still stand by my jokes where I said, you know, he could possibly be stepped on. And I'm not saying I want to step on him. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny to joke about that because it is a fact that he's so small in the village. Sometimes I can't see him. He's sometimes even smaller than, like, the carrot. You know, and I'm not going to apologize. And this might be a bit confusing to you. This doesn't mean I want Remy to die. I really do like Remy. I do like him. I'm just not going to apologize for these jokes. Like, for example, well, I was telling Kevin about this, and he said, wow, I know you love Pinocchio, so what if I said that I just got Pinocchio and threw him in the fire because he's made of wood? And that was one of the funniest things he's ever said. And I thought that was hilarious. And obviously I love Pinocchio. So maybe you just need to know that I have dark humor sometimes. So, you know, I'm not going to apologize. All this work just to carry on with the jokes. Disappointed but not surprised. Also, another funny joke that I said that Kevin did not appreciate when we watched the movie. When Remy is, like, really feeling down, like, he's, like, left the restaurant and everything, and then I think he gets, like, caught by Skinner, and his, like, family comes to rescue him, and then he's like, oh my god, okay, yep, starting, I'm gonna go back to the restaurant. And then he runs across the city, and there's this shot, like this low angle shot of him running back to the restaurant, and there's all these cars and stuff, and it really emphasizes how small he is. And I was like, imagine he finally gets everything, oh my god, okay, and then just gets run over by a car. Now, this could be too dark humor for some of you, but I thought that was quite funny. And Kevin did not appreciate that joke. Once again, I don't want that to happen. It's just funny, and actually I told someone else about this and they were like, oh my god, imagine, like, he gets run over and then it's just like, Finn. Sorry, okay, so the apology is for the fact that I will not apologize. Not the murder bits again. He's a rat. He's not going to be 6 feet. I know. Yeah. Like, I get that. But that's just why it's sort of funny to sometimes make those jokes. Sorry, not sorry vibes. I guess those are the vibes. Okay, so now I present you the real star of the film. Colette. The absolute girl boss. As soon as she said, keep your station clear or I will kill you, that's when I knew we had a girl boss in our presence. Absolute girl boss. Girl boss legend herself. Thank God everyone's on board with this. A stunning queen girl boss. I've been waiting for this one to turn it up. Exactly. Someone finally said it. See, Colette is the true star of the film. And I'm really excited to talk about this, actually. Like, she is stunning. 100% the highlight of the film to me. Just absolutely love her. You can love Remy and Colette, but I just feel like I don't hear enough people talking about Colette. And everyone's like so obsessed with Remy. Like, Remy's a cutie. But Colette, that's where it's at. Wait, is there a vote? Is there a poll going on? Final thoughts, everyone. Oh, not this. Chloe's cancelled. I voted for Chloe's cancelled. Not that. You're forgiven even though there was no apology. You just know she's wrong. Yeah, see, she has the girl boss energy. Oh, we do have some I forgive her. Okay. So now I will talk more about why I think Colette is the real star of the film. So this article written by Madden Patterson, shout out to Madden Patterson. You might be in the chat. Madison Patterson, oh my god, honestly stunning name. Madison Patterson? Anyway. Madison Patterson wrote this article, Why Colette Holds the Key to Ratatouille's Enduring Message of Following Dreams. I will be using this article as my evidence. So here are some quotes from the article. While we watch Remy run around Paris in search of a better, more fulfilling existence, and witness Linguini grapple with his lack of kitchen savvy, these are rather surface-level expected portrayals of anyone can cook. Oh my god, Chloe's cancelled 127 votes. 51%, that's such a close poll. What Ratatouille's enduring central message and long-lasting appeal truly hinges upon is a deeper, subtler application of anyone can cook, courtesy of Colette. Oh my gosh, of course Kevin spammed the cancel button. That is a joke. Hair goals, yeah, look at this. This is the girl boss. Sorry, Caitlin has coined this the GBB, girl boss bob. So she's rocking the GBB. Consider the first time we meet Colette. The bob-haired colonista girl boss appears incredulous at the soup Linguini has apparently concocted, but remains wordless. When Skinner threatens to fire Linguini, one of the first things we hear Colette say is, "You can't fire him. How can we claim to represent the name of Gusteau when we don't uphold his most cherished belief? Anyone can cook." From inside the chef's hat, Remy's eyes light up, and the surrounding kitchen staff looks on in awe as Colette defends the garbage boy. From our first introduction, we learn that Colette is a believer in this ethos that Remy holds so dear, a true follower in recipe and in life of Gusteau. She goes to bat for Linguini, practicing those words we are spoon-fed throughout the film. And of course, we have the iconic quote, "How many women do you see in this kitchen?" Was she the only one? I think so. Disgusting. Chloe gives too much comfort for me. I have to forgive her. Oh, just look at that girl boss. Colette makes the hardest decision of anyone in the film, to work harder for a seat at the table than your counterparts, only to risk it all for someone whose lot in life is even less privileged than your own, is indeed nobler than Linguini risking newfound fame, Remy risking rejection, ego risking reputation. In this way, Colette highlights another aspect of Chef Gusteau's saying, "Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great." Absolutely love her. Let's get some love in the chat for Colette. She really made the movie for me. Like, honestly, I know I said I wouldn't rewatch it. Talking about Colette makes me think I would rewatch it just for Colette. Kevin, how do I make no sense to you? Okay, just because I loved Colette so much, you know, I'm rating the movie as a whole. So she's like, I'm not going to give it. If she was the main character, oh, absolutely. Love you, Colette, girl boss of the century. I'm sure her shoulders hurt from carrying the whole movie, literally. Now, let's get into some of the other characters, and this is going to be an open discussion. So, you know, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First, we have Linguini. What everyone's thoughts? Linguini. Of course, Linguini. Is he technically the main character? No, not my only issue is rats. Like, I rate based on the vibes, and the vibes I got was, yeah, it was enjoyable, but wouldn't really want to watch it again. So, 3 stars. No thought. The material speaks for itself. No thoughts, head empty. That's a really good way to describe Linguini. He's definitely giving that energy. And I feel like he's the classic, like, oh my god, I'm such a klutz. And I'm just like, okay. Also, you know, once again, a white man. And I understand the message of, like, you know, anyone can cook, but it just doesn't hit as much when it's a white man, you know what I mean? Like, white men are obviously one of the most privileged people. So, once again, just didn't really hit. Also, Colette deserves way better. Colette and Linguini together, like, obviously they had some cute moments, but Colette is an absolute girl boss. Linguini, BWM. Now, if you don't know what BWM means, boring widow man. So, you know, I do like him, like he's kind of cute, but boring. Also, when he, you know, started to get really big heads because people thought that he was the one cooking all of Remy's dishes, weirdo. Absolute weirdo vibes. And I know that he, like, apologized and, like, he realized he was in the wrong, but still, what was that about? She humbles him real quick. Yeah, 100% Remy is better than Linguini. 100%. I just would never date someone named Linguini. I actually do really like that name. I feel like Linguini's a really cute name. But yeah, he, like, because I wasn't even that obsessed with him, and then when we get to his, like, villain arc, I was like, ew. And then so even by the end, we were supposed to kind of forgive him. No, like, I didn't really forgive him. You know what I mean? Yes, he's obsessed with Colette, so love him for that. That's a really good point that I actually do need to mention. I appreciate any man who's healthily obsessed with a woman. So, yeah, you know, he is stunning for that. Sounds like Penny with an accent. Penne, yeah, Penne is also a stunning name. Oh, it's his family name. So actually, what even is, I don't even know his first name. Should we quickly find it out? Lucky Colette even looked his way, yep. Oh, Alfredo Linguini. That is actually quite a nice name. He does look like a Peter, though. No offense, I don't think he looks as cool as his name. Like, I feel like if I heard, like, Alfredo Linguini, I'd be like, whoa, that person's gonna be cool. I wouldn't think of this person, no offense. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe that his name is Alfredo Linguini. I honestly wish Colette chose me. Yeah, agreed. He looks like a Weasley. Yeah, okay, so I think we're all kind of on board with our thoughts on Linguini. Sorry, Linguini, move over. Yeah, let's move on. So the next character, let's talk about Skinner. Obviously, what is everyone's thoughts? Disgusting. Now, I'm sure everyone agrees with this. Like, weirdo, absolute weirdo. Like, because, you know, I can understand his, you know, desire to, like, own the restaurant or whatever. But the fact, even when he, like, gets fired and he's, like, not there, like, he's so obsessed and, like, stalking Linguini. Relax. Literally relax. Like, this grown man stalking this younger boy because he's just that pissed. Like, he's clearly got anger issues. He clearly is like a narcissist. Like, it's just not the vibe. Loser, weirdo, mustache scares me. Yeah, gross. Exactly. I understand his role in the movie, but I think we can all agree. Like, he's obviously the villain, and he succeeds at being the villain. Like, gross. Now, let's talk about Django, Remy's dad. I actually asked Kevin, like, who Django is, and Kevin didn't even know, so I just wanted to quickly talk about that because fake fan. So what's everyone's thoughts on Django? Bitter man who won't let anyone else shine. I don't know if you're talking about Skinner or Django. Small-minded. Small-minded, that is why I put that I think he would be homophobic. Obviously, no evidence for this in the movie, but he gives off that energy. The fact that he's so small-minded, I feel like he has, like, conservative views. He's not my vibe. And I know that, like, you know, we're kind of supposed to, like, forgive him near the end, but sorry. I didn't see enough growth. Like, the fact he just didn't want his son to live his truth and live his best life and do what he wants to do. And, like, you know, I can't accept that. Gives off Southern dad vibes, yeah. He did support Remy in the end. And I appreciate him for that. But the homophobic thing is mainly a joke. But that's just kind of the energy he gives me. And I actually forgot that he did that in the end, you know? It's giving, I will support you when it's convenient for me. Exactly. I completely agree with that. Makes sense for someone who literally calls him. Yeah, so... I mean, I don't think anyone's obsessed with him, but yeah, he's not my vibe. Okay, now, Emile, Remy's brother. What's everyone's thoughts? I personally think Emile is a silly, goofy, supportive king. Now, he's really classic. Oh, didn't support Remy's dreams enough. See, maybe, but I think he's a cutie, and I think, you know, he's a silly goof, and I feel like he, you know, has been raised a certain way by his dad. And he's like, hang on, I don't really think this is right. Like, Remy really loves to do this, and I want to support Remy. So he helps Remy. Like, you know? Problematic faith. It would have been... Ooh, that would be interesting. I think Emile is very lovable. He's very silly and makes trouble, but love him. You know that when he makes trouble, it's not with ill intent, you know? Maybe it's all a metaphor for homophobia. You used Remy to his advantage. Yes, that was not a great moment. The reason I can sort of, like, look past that is because I feel like he did redeem himself in the end, because I say this with all the love of my heart, he doesn't seem that intelligent. So I think he just got, like, overwhelmed with all this, like, fun, like, oh my god, like, you know. So I think he means well, you know. He's naive. He's naive. He's great and compliments Remy really well. He really tries to support Remy and to change his way of thinking. Exactly. He really tries. He puts in the effort, and I appreciate him for that. Okay, now Anton Ego. When I first asked Kevin, like, who Anton is, he's like, who the hell's Anton? Because obviously he's mainly known by Ego, but yeah, his full name is Anton Ego. What's everyone's thoughts? The name says it all. Now, see, I think Anton Ego is a girl boss. Like, he obviously has his issues, but he's really funny. The drama of it all. Like, I really appreciate anyone who is dramatic with everything they do. And he takes what he does really seriously, and obviously he has the pretentious vibes, which I don't appreciate, but I feel like he's rolling with the LGBT, like, he has that energy, he is just so, like, unapologetically himself, you know? Honestly love him, not gonna lie, yeah. Drama, honestly convinced this is one of many Disney's queer-coded movies, yeah. Um, oh, cute, interesting. He's goth, yeah, he gives off the goth vibe. Vampire vibes as well. Like, there's so many cool, interesting vibes going on with Ego. And even just the way he speaks and like carries himself, like, it's really fun. He was so entertaining, and that small flashback of his mother cooking had more emotion than most full films. See, that was one of my favorite scenes, actually. I didn't have time to like fully look into the movie again and like discuss my full favorite scenes, but I wish I did that, and that would have been one of them. He just like has, yeah, he's so fun. And like this fun outfit with the scarf and the striped pants, and like when he like walks into the restaurant and everyone's like and then he's like just iconic. Dark Academia King, literally, like, just I would want to be friends with him. Do you know what I mean? He would be very interesting to have. Yeah, love him, honestly. Yeah, the stunning home. He's the unseen grandpa from Hotel Transylvania. Wait, actually, or is that just a joke? But if that actually is, that's really cool. No, because I do love Hotel Transylvania. His smile at the end and how he eats the meal, exactly, like, it's the cutest thing ever. And then he's like, Remy, love you. Well, he doesn't say that, but, you know, he clearly supports Remy. Oh, love Ego, honestly. Probably my second favorite character. Okay, now we've got Gusteau. Thoughts? I actually forgot what I wrote. Oh, girl boss. Another girl boss. Now, I feel like I didn't have enough time to, like, fully get to know him, but obviously, you know, he wrote this. Ooh. Patricia says overrated. Yeah, Kevin is suspiciously quiet. Yeah, so Gusteau is girl boss. You know, he wrote the stunning cookbook, and, you know, his little ghost was giving Remy advice. Obviously, he's the one who inspired Remy to become a cook. He said the quote, "Anyone can cook." Yeah, like, he has such cozy, fun vibes. And absolute girl boss. The tiny chef's. Yeah, comforting vibes. Exactly, the comforting vibes. Like, you know, I would love it if I was cooking and then I had a little Gusteau ghost telling you how to cook, like, selling. Oh, he's okay. Interesting. Interesting. I thought everyone would be obsessed with the Gusteau, but that's interesting. Maybe because we didn't have enough time to, like... No, but the Gusteau we saw was Remy's imagination, so really... that's a good point, but I'm sure it was inspired by, like, all the things he watched about Gusteau, yeah. He's an ally, exactly. You know he's an ally. And probably even rolling with the LGBT. Forgot who's even a character. His character, yeah, I mean, I agree. His character isn't really that fleshed out, so, you know, I get it. Okay, now, Hag Rat Killer. What's everyone's thoughts? Obviously, this is the hag from the beginning of the movie who finds all the rats in her ceiling and kills them. Electric chair. Gusteau was a comforting character, but he was an accidental baby daddy. Oh yeah, because of course he's Linguini's father. I would love to see you make these kinds of streams videos for other movies or show. No, honestly, thank you. Because, like, when I was making this, and we'll talk about it after, but I was kind of like, yo. An older version of Chloe. Honestly, actually, I'm not completely offended by that. Plot twist, she's Remy's real mother. Okay, so my thoughts. Girl boss. I have to say, if I was in her position, you know, I wouldn't get the gun because I'm very anti-gun, but I would get the rats out of my house. And she had to do, like, she did what she needed to do. And I just can't even imagine how I would have reacted if the ceiling collapsed and so many rats came out. She owns a gun. Okay, fine. You're right about that, Gemma. So maybe not girl boss, but she's on her way to be girl boss, sort of thing. She knows she's too old to get the play. She's seen it too. Yeah, where the hell is Kevin? So many girl bosses, but only 3 stars. See, that's the thing. The girl bosses are not at the forefront of the movie, in my opinion. So, if they were, like, you'd probably be higher. Kevin, we need your help. She's the reaction a lot of us would have when seeing a rat. She just went full soma. Exactly. Like, I would be like that too. Like, I would be like, get out of my house. Like, I don't know if I'd try to kill them because I would honestly be too scared, but I would definitely be like, get the hell out. And actually, I know I was making fun of her for, like, following them to see where they went. I think I would do that too, because if there were that many rats in my house, I would have to make sure that they were definitely far away. I wouldn't try to kill them like she did. The gun isn't it. I will agree, the gun is not it. Also, yeah, she does have a lot of energy, which I do appreciate. Especially in a hag. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I needed that. Exactly. Oh my god. Gemma. Exactly with the cute little bow. Didn't even notice that properly. So, final thoughts. I'm happy that I watched Ratatouille. I thought it was a very enjoyable film, but there are a lot of things I would have changed about it to make it more effective, and that would have made it more like inspirational to me specifically. Mainly the fact that it's a rat as the main character. Not just because I don't really like rats, but also because of the fact that, like, that article I showed you before where animals are the main character more than people of colour, and that just really makes me sad. And obviously this movie was released in 2007, so... But I just think it's a little overrated. Like, obviously, yes, it's a fun movie, but I don't think it's life-changing. If they do a real-life version of this movie, no, thank you. I feel like everyone's opinion would change. No one wants to see a real-life rat doing that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Of course, I had to include this little girl boss, Colette here with her knife. And actually, I don't know what this is. But just love her. And shout out to Kevin for watching it with me and for the idea to create this PowerPoint, because when we started to watch it, he was like, you better be taking notes. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh my god, imagine if I made a PowerPoint about it. And then I was like, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, it was really fun. No, I know, how stunning is that of Colette? So, yeah, this is honestly so... Sorry, I need to take this off because I am literally boiling. This was a haunting experience. No, literally, where is Kevin? I'm gonna voice note him. Where are you? An hour and a half, but your opinion is still wrong. 4 stars minimum. Oh my god, has it been an hour and a half? Your shirt is giving Colette. I was embodying that energy. And then obviously with the fun hat. Like, Colette, wow, I really don't feel like enough people are talking about Colette. She is where it's at. But yeah, the iconic, you know, song from Ratatouille, okay, I can't even sing it because I don't know French, but love that one. But yeah, honestly, like, he left after the 3 stars. I'm so sleepy. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's 10:30. I need to go to sleep soon. Everything she said was right. Someone agrees with me. Maybe you should do. Oh my god, where is Kevin when I need him? I need to take photos of this for proof. You know, I obviously didn't mind if no one agreed with me. I just needed to speak my truth, but it is quite validating to know that at least a few people, agree. But obviously, if you love this movie, love that for you. Oh my god, Kevin just replied saying, burning all my memories of you. Wow. No, you're wrong. I mean, you can think that as well. You can think that as well. But I will continue to make some funny jokes every now and then about Remy. But like I said, I do love him. I do love him. Exactly. What we've learned is some people have a wrong opinion. Valid points are made. Oh, interesting. Honestly, this... Be right back, joining Kevin. This PowerPoint took a long time. I kind of started to get that feeling of, like, when I was working on it, I started to get that feeling of when you're working on, like, a PowerPoint for school and you're kind of, like, about to cry because you're, like, so stressed because it's, like, taking so long. And I was like, why am I literally about to cry? Because I'm stressed about doing this Ratatouille PowerPoint. It was a bit ridiculous, but obviously so fun, and I'm happy I did it. I just think it wasn't the time because I have so many other things to do. Does it have a bibliography? I should have done the bibliography. I'm really rookie with that. There were 2 main sources. If you want me to link it, I can. Do more PowerPoints. Honestly, thank you for that, because I would love to do more PowerPoints. But I'm a bit nervous because if I do a PowerPoint on a movie I really love, I'm scared that would take me a week to do because I would just want to do, like, all this research. But I'd love to see a PowerPoint with Penny as well. That could be interesting. C+, because no... Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Bye, everyone. Gotta go. Bye, Gia. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie, with the title of the Twitch live. Vampano's PowerPoint. Toy Story 3 PowerPoint, because that has true horror vibes. Faye, I have a lot to say about Toy Story 3. Do a Mike's Mike moment. Where's the whiteboard? That's my dream, honestly. Like, Mike's Mike is one of my favorite humans. And doing some sort of, like, vibe like that with the whiteboard, I just know that would take 10 years to do, though. So I'll have to make time for it if I can. But yeah, like, I was also just laughing because I'm, like, spending, like, most of today just being like, I was like, what are you doing? Like, working my Ratatouille PowerPoint? Oh, so fun, though. A PowerPoint with you and Penny on white. Everyone just say subscribe. I wonder if someone would actually, unsubscribe for that reason. Because no, but see, the thing is, I know it's, like, funny, like, Chloe's a Remy hater. I'm not a Remy hater. I feel like I've said it so many times. I'm not a Remy hater. I'm just not a Remy, like, worshipper. You know? Like, I do... Actually, I wouldn't even say I love him. I like him. And I respect him. But I'm not like, yes, Remy. Also, oh my god, sorry. We need to talk about one more thing. I looked up Disneyland, Remy. Actually, I need to find it. Oh, damn it. Basically, it's this human dressed up in a rat costume. If I saw that walking around, no, thank you. Damn it. Oh, wait, no, here it is. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Sorry. That's terrifying. And, you know, I showed that to Kevin and I was like, tell the truth, would you be excited if you saw that? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, no. If you saw a human size in a rat. No, thank you. The Ratatouille ride in Disneyland Paris is superior. Oh, I really want to go to Disneyland Paris. I feel like you should do the Bee movie PowerPoint. Interesting, I've never watched the Bee movie. Oh, and of course I will be getting the new Legend of Zelda game coming out next year, I believe. So excited for that. And I will definitely be streaming me, what's it called? I'll be streaming me finishing Breath of the Wild once I, like, just before that game comes out, because I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet. So I feel like that needs to be like a moment. Oh, Kevin's. Okay, we're gonna end the stream with a draw something. Now, Kevin, what do you want me to draw? Also, what's your thoughts on me changing to my iPad for the drawings? Because then I can have all the fun colors. What's your thoughts on that? It's coming out in May. Oh, I'm literally so excited. And of course I'll stream that as well. Like, if you don't know, Breath of the Wild is my favorite game. You hugging Remy and saying I was wrong about you and sharing. Oh, I mean, I don't know if that's my truth, but I guess I gotta do what you ask. I have Dark Link. It's very stunning. And the reason why I haven't finished Breath of the Wild is because I'm trying to do like every single like side quest and everything, which is why it's taking a while. And also I haven't played it in a while, to be honest. I need to. Now, I will say, I wish Caitlin was here because she's definitely sleeping. It's like 12:30 a.m. for her. But I wish she was able to come because she agrees with me that it's a little overrated. And it's like, you know, she's on my side with it. Kevin, can you please reply about the iPad? If I can do it on my iPad. Darkling is honestly my favorite, I think. Caitlin's not always on my side. I knew I could trust him. Okay. I'm obsessed with Pokemon at the moment, so no time. Oh, I need to get back into Pokemon as well. Kevin, you're not always alone. Stop being silly. I've started Breath of the Wild for the 5th time again last week because I'm so excited for the new game. Exactly. Caitlin is secretly a Remy star. Wait, Kevin, I don't know if you heard me, but can I do the drawing on my iPad? Is that allowed? Will you allow that? Because then I can have all the colours. Kevin, I'm sorry, Chloe kind of convinced you. Okay, I'm just gonna... I will not allow it because it gives you... Ugh, great. I had a feeling Kevin might say something like that. To be honest, I feel like it would make it worse. I feel like I'm better at drawing on paper, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so... If you didn't see the last drawing I did, this was it. And I got a 10 out of... Oh my god, I actually forgot. Kevin gave me 10 out of 10 for this, and I don't know if I'm going to live up to it. Okay, a bit nervous, shaking in my boots. Okay, you hugging Remy. Actually, I need to start writing down your requests so I can know. Yeah, okay. You hugging Remy and saying I was wrong about you and showering him in gifts. Okay. Let's do this. If Remy was a bunny, I would feel different. Oh, absolutely. A bunny cooking? How cute would that be? Me hugging Remy, interesting. Also, Kevin, the fact that you got the amount of channel points needed within one stream proves why I needed to raise the channel points. Yeah, 2.3, but isn't it? Oh, I thought I made the draw something 5,000. And Jaya, yes. I was just doing a Ratatouille PowerPoint. Just even drawing this. I'm actually kind of disgusted right now. Let's take a quick break to share something from my happiness folder because Jamie Lauren redeemed that. Points inflation. 11.3. Wow. Please do not be mean, Vanya, or I will have to get rid of you. Please don't be mean. Okay, so happiness folder. Okay. So this is a screenshot that someone wrote in my Discord. Shout out to Chloe Bunny because I'm sure many of us in this Discord can share this feeling that your influence is nothing but positive. I started watching your vids probably June or July in 2018 and seeing you grow and your audience grow with you. It's just been such a freaking delight. Definitely given me an incredible amount of confidence to the point I'm feeling like a main character. Oh. It sounded a bit mean. I was a bit confused. Yes, please. Um, start your own happiness order. No, I actually might raise it to 5K. Okay, what was I gonna do? Sorry, continue. You started Heartbreak High, I'm loving it. So much better than I thought it would be. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I just love it, and it's just so fun. Honestly, I should rewatch it. By the way, Kevin, I don't think I told you, but you need to watch it. Like, maybe we should watch it together because I really want to see your reactions. There was a Ratatouille argument. Yes, there was a full-on presentation. There was a full-on PowerPoint. Scruffy. Now this is my favorite rat. Scruffy. Look at that stunning boy. I have a new fear, Chloe, to sing my favorite movie on stream. Scruffy, do you think I was wrong for my opinions on Ratatouille? I feel like that was him saying no. Because Scruffy's always got my back, haven't you? Would he try to eat Remy? No, he'd be scared. He's not a rat eater. Like, he would be like, what the hell's up? Bark, bark. Need the PowerPoint as a channel. That's a good one. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, sorry. I still haven't finished my drawing. Okay. I have the answers. I'm falling asleep but determined to make it to the end. I will be ending stream soon. Just gonna reveal my drawing. And yeah. So Kevin asked me to draw you hugging Remy, saying I was wrong about you, and showering him in gifts. So this is my drawing. So there's me. Now you probably can barely see Remy because he's so little. But there's Remy. And I said I was wrong about you. And, you know, that's me hugging him. And I have some fun gifts for him, including some cookbooks. So these are some cookbooks on the floor. I have some fresh, stunning, expensive cheese on the table for him, as well as a brand new chef's hat. Which, now that I'm looking at it, may be a bit too big, but I think Remy would appreciate it. But yeah, so what's Kevin's thoughts? No, honestly, I would love to do like videos on movies and stuff. 50% redeemed purely to place artwork alone. Where's the strawberry with the cheese? I forgot about that. It's too late to add to it now. 6 out of 10, yeah. I had a feeling Kevin wasn't going to appreciate it for some reason. But I think that's quite cute, but I know that he's going to say that I didn't do something. What is it, Kevin? Hello, stunning. Scruffy's like, no offense, can we go to sleep? Yes, we'll go to sleep soon. Generous from Kevin. Oh, you're right. That is generous after the betrayal. Scruffy, going to sleep soon. Just wait 1 second. No colours, no strawberry, can barely see Remy. Okay, if you're going to accept colours every time, maybe I need to make it 10k. I was thinking about doing colours, but not gonna lie, I am really exhausted, so I want to go to sleep. So I'm sorry about that. No strawberries, I'm really sorry about that. Barely see Remy, I don't understand how that's a criticism, because that's pretty true to size in my opinion. Like, that's a bit too big. Remy would be smaller than that, I feel. Charitable king. Remy is small. But I didn't want to draw some huge rat. I mean, I guess I should have made it bigger, but I feel like that's true to size. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I guess I'm happy with 6 out of 10. Remy, true to size, a realistic drawing. Exactly. Okay, 6 out of 10. Yes, Scruffy, I'm coming. Okay. I do need to end because I'm exhausted, and also Scruffy's like, let's freaking go to sleep. But this was so fun. I hope I can do some more when I have the time. Because, yeah, it definitely took longer than expected. But, yeah, so fun. Whoops. Scruffy, you want to say goodbye? I'm waiting for the jokes. It was 4 stars. Unfortunately, you will be waiting your whole life if you're waiting for that. Goodbye, everyone. And oh, sorry, I forgot to say, my reading stream tomorrow was originally going to be in the morning, but I forgot that I had an appointment tomorrow morning, so it's going to be tomorrow night, so 8 p.m. Australian time. If you want to join for some reading, together. And yes, Scruffy has the cute little panda. I'm so cutie. Bye and good night if you're sleeping, and have a good day if it's daytime for you.